Hi guys, this is going to be a very quick video. I just wanted to talk a little bit about Weight Watchers, and I know this is a beauty channel, so people may not be like, why are you talking about Weight Watchers? But I know at the beginning of the year, people tend to want to start eating a little healthier, so I thought I would talk about it, what program I'm using, and that it's worked for me in the past. So I'm just casual video, hanging out in an tank top, fuzzy socks, and pajama pants, because I just really wanted to talk about something that's worked for me. So I'm on Weight Watchers, and what that is I pay a certain price per week. I think it's $16 a week or $12 a week, and I depending on if you pay weekly or if you pay per month, or you know how you have your payment set up. It's cheaper if you sign like a longer kind of a deal, or if you pay in full for like 3 months, it's cheaper. But I go to the class once a week. It's a half-hour long. Usually you're there about an hour, because that includes weighing in and waiting, and then for the meeting to be over and questions and things like that. But you can also do it online. They have this thing called e-tools, and so I did want to kind of tell you about that. But basically, you pay this, you go to the meetings, they give you little food trackers, and you can write down everything you eat. And the thing that I love is that there really aren't any rules. So I'm not on Jenny Craig. I don't have any pre-fixed meals for me. I don't have to buy certain foods. I eat what I want. But the difference is that I have to decide whether something is worth the sacrifice, because you do have kind of like a budget. So let's say they give you $100 a week and you're like, man, I really want those shoes and they're $50. Well, you can use $50 today, but that means later in the week you're going to have to eat a lot of salads. You know what I mean? So with Weight Watchers, it's more about budgeting. So if I want a cheeseburger, for example, I'm going to have a cheeseburger, but then maybe the other 2 meals I might eat a little lighter. So treating it like a budget is one of the things that works for me. Now, personally, I have done the go cold turkey completely before in weight loss. I lost 80 pounds once, I lost 70 pounds once. Both times I gained it all back and then some. And then I lost 50 pounds one time, and I only gained it all back. So I have a habit of this, and I know now that I need to be actively on a program in order to be successful, whether that's a fitness program or a dieting program. I need to be actively mentally engaged in the process. I need to know what I'm doing. I need to track what I'm eating. I need to be conscious of the choices I'm making. So for me, Weight Watchers is great because, okay, so for me, they have a formula, and they'll say, what is your lifestyle? Do you sit a lot? Are you really active? Are you female? Are you male? What's your weight? What's your height? And then they'll ask a few questions, and they'll figure out how many points you get a day in food. So let's say for me, when I started, I got 36 points a day for food. And the chicken breast I had was 3 points, the bowl of cereal I had was 7 points, and then, you just kind of figure out, okay, these are free foods, and apple is free, lettuce is free. So I can have as many of those things as I want, as much as I want, and that's all free. So it kind of reminds you to eat more fruits and vegetables. They always say eat a fruit or vegetable with every single meal. So, yeah, you can have that cheeseburger, but it may not satisfy you on its own without the French fries. So if you have that cheeseburger with some apple slices, maybe it'll feel more filling. I guess that's the mentality. But basically, I get a certain amount of points a day. As you lose weight, you do get less and less, fewer and fewer points, but everybody gets above 26 points. That's the minimum. Everyone gets 26 points a day. Some people get 50 points depending on how much weight they have to lose, and then it slowly, next week it's 49, and then a month later it goes down to 48, and then it's 47. Right now I get 34 points a day, and I know people who get 26, the minimum, so it's just a matter of planning your food, planning your splurges. But here's another thing that I like about Weight Watchers. They will say, you have this food bank, this extra bank of bonus over here, just sitting here, just hanging out over here if you need it. So yes, I get 34 points a day, but if I decide like Friday night, I'm going to go out and I'm going to have pizza and wings, and I'm going to have cake, or I'm going to have a couple of beers, a couple glasses of wine, or whatever it is, and I'm planning that, and I'm like all week, I'm like, man, I'm going to be good this week because on Friday night, shoot, I'm going to have some pizza and I'm going to have some beer, and it's going to be amazing. I do splurge, but I plan my splurges. So what they do is they tell you you have this extra bank. So it's 49 points. So let's say I can spend 7 extra points a day, or I can have all 49 of those points at once. So I can go out, and 49 points is like, you get the appetizer, the meal, the alcohol, and the dessert. That's a good chunk, 49 points. That's more than I eat in an entire day. We'll say like 2,000 calories or more. You know, it's a lot. It's a good amount. So, sorry, I just moved that. If you also hear my dog squeaking in the background, sorry, but this is the time I have to record. So, I think that is something that's very healthy for people, and that they don't understand about Weight Watchers is, yeah, it's a program, and I don't resent that at all. I feel like it's a really good, solid thing that I need in my life. I don't know if it's for everybody. The last point I wanted to make was, they have activity points that you can earn. So if you are inactive, completely, you don't do anything, all you do is sit around all day, and that's your desk job, and that's all the time you have for it, you get 34 points a day, let's just say. But you can earn more points, earn more food to eat if you're more active. So for me, I track on my little tracker. I use my smartphone, but there are paper trackers where you can actually look up the points. Everything's online. It's really easy to learn how to do. But I actually keep track of it online when I have activity. So for example, walking the dog counts as activity points. So for every 12 minutes that I'm walking my dog, I get an extra point. So when we go on like an hour-long walk, I get 5 whole points that day. That's kind of like that piece of diet, you know, that piece of pie that I kind of wanted, or that piece of, maybe not pie, but 5 points is enough for like half a slice of pie. Or that's that glass of beer that I've been wanting all week. And so if I just walk for, you know, an hour, I get that. Or also, you know, if you're running, if I do Zumba for an hour, that's 6 points. I can do a lot with 6 points. The cheeseburger that I had yesterday out for lunch was 15 points. But hey, if I can shave 6 of that off, you know. So if you're planning a big splurge, work out a lot the day before or the day of. And also, it's self-paced. So you can choose if you want to lose weight fast, which is not always necessarily like the best way to do it. But if you like have an event and you're really trying, you can choose not to use your 49 bonus points. You can decide, I'm not going to touch those. I'm not going to touch them. I'm not going to touch them. And I'm not going to touch them. Some people never use those points. Sorry about the dog. Some people never use those points. I never used to. But then I realized the way to make this program livable and the way to make it my lifestyle and just the way I want to live my life is to use those points. I'm still losing weight. I've lost 20 pounds in the last 10 weeks. So I'm still losing weight at a healthy rate, and I'm using those points. I have had weeks where I've used a little way more than I should have, and I've had weeks where I haven't had to dip into those extra points at all. But still, I'm losing weight because the way they design the program and the point values of foods, I'm able to kind of target, you know, all right, well, I'm sitting a little high on points right now, so maybe I should go ahead and take it easy, you know, for a little while. So I kind of wanted to show you what my tracker looks like. I'm not sure how this is going to work on the camera, but if you can tell, like I will tell it what I had that day. I'll say, okay, this is the date. I had this much cereal. I had some milk with it. I had an apple, which is free, which is why it has like a triangle, which is a power food. I had Brussels sprouts. I had a lean cuisine lunch. I had ice cream. And I just tell it what I had. And I literally just type in the search bar up here. I just tell it what I had. And then it finds the point values for me. There's no like, I'm not sure, you know, it's all there. You don't have to know anything. You just have to type it in. You can even use this tool down here. You can scan a barcode. And I can scan a barcode on the food I'm eating if I'm eating something packaged or processed, and it'll tell me how many points it is. And it'll even ask me, do you want to track that to your tracker? Yeah, that would make my life easy. So I don't want you to be discouraged by tracking. If you're a cell phone person, you'll have no problem figuring it out if you just set up your account. But then you can also track your activity. So I said, all right, I'm walking the dog. You know, okay, I got 3 extra points yesterday for walking the dog. That's great. I just start timing things so I get credit for doing things like this. So the moral of the story isn't that everybody needs to join Weight Watchers or that everybody can afford to join Weight Watchers. But you can almost kind of do it for free. Weigh in weekly. Keep yourself accountable. Go online and find the formula for how to figure out how many points a day should I be eating. Once you figure that out, check back periodically every 5 to 10 pounds. Should I still have that many points? It may go down as you lose more and more weight. But also, weekly weigh-ins, be honest with yourself. Once you figure out how many points you can get, you can go online and you can figure out what foods are how many points. They're all available online without paying for the program. Keep a little food diary, you know, what you ate and how much of it and then how many points it is. And then at the end of the day, add it all up and kind of figure out, okay, well, I'm not on Weight Watchers, but if you just add it up, okay, I ate about 45 points today. If I could get that down to 35, I'd be losing weight. Oh, okay. And then, you know, find different ways to substitute things that are going to be less point values. So really quick, I just want to touch on how they determine the point values. So when you are trying to manually calculate how many points a food is, like if you cannot find it, it'll ask you for 4 things. It says how many grams of protein, how much fiber is in it, how much fat, and how many carbs. Just those 4 things. It doesn't care about calories, sugar. You're not counting calories. So I'll just enter, oh, she's so annoying, I'm sorry guys. I'll just enter how many of those items, you know, 3 grams of fiber and all this stuff, and it'll tell me, okay, that's 2 points for 1 cup. Now, I don't sit there with a measuring cup. I figure plus or minus, I'm about right. Some people are very like, and they have to measure everything and make sure they're on track. Me, I'm still losing weight, so I'm okay. Like even if I had 1.1 cup and I didn't actually get a measuring cup out, that's okay. But when you first start out, it's probably good to just kind of visually check once in a while and make sure you do know what a 1/4 cup looks like. If you don't bake, like I bake, so I do use measuring cups on a regular basis, but if you don't, it might be good for you to figure that out. Anyway, I just really wanted to touch on this because I know that there are a lot of people out there that are kind of curious about the program, and if you're not ready to invest financially, you can try it out for free. I mean, I don't want them to tell me I can't be in the club anymore because I gave this information away for free, but I really just feel like if I had known about the program before, I may not have gained the weight, and I really wanted to make sure that everybody had the opportunity that I did. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Oh my gosh, she's so annoying. I hope you found this video helpful, and I hope that you guys subscribe. I put out videos all the time about lots of stuff, but this is the first one about Weight Watchers. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.